Welcome back to Man Across New Horizons. I'm dear darling Asher. We see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhollow today. Well, we have basically part 2 of yesterday's episode, which is now quote quote today's episode for whenever you're recording this. And in fact, it's going to become tomorrow, I suppose, partway through this episode. But yeah, I mean, I'm still obviously ill. It's been about like 5 seconds, I suppose, since the last episode. So I'm like, ugh, I'm just tired. That's the worst part, is like, I don't feel bad anymore, like my stomach doesn't hurt or anything. I'm just so tired. And you know what the worst thing is when I'm ill and like my mind is hazy and cloudy, I just make so many stupid mistakes and it's really annoying. Like, I'm very much sort of person who's like, alright, you know, this is a way to do things, let's get this done, right? And then just like, as soon as I'm like brought to weakness, but no, like brought to my knees through illness, just being like, I can't do this properly, or anything like that. You know, because I've not been able to stomach a lot of foods, so I've literally been living off bread and Nutella today. And I think it was compounded by the fact that for dinner, you know, I tried to make some spaghetti, but I was like, I don't know how spaghetti sauce, but I got this tomato puree, like, bottle, which I think can be used as spaghetti sauce, right? Because like, I mean, tomato puree, like, what is spaghetti sauce except for flavored tomato puree? So I just use that in place of like Domio or something. And you might be like, oh, you use Domio sauce or something for your spaghetti? And I'm like, yeah, I do. You know, you might say, oh, it's not like proper spaghetti sauce or something. I don't know, I like it, it's convenient. It's convenient having these pasta sauces, you know, because I'm going to be honest, I'm not like that amazing a cook or anything. I very much cook for practicality. But even I was just like, I was eating the spaghetti, like with this tomato puree sauce, and I was like, it's not great. it's extraordinarily watery. It has like no flavour. I put so much salt and sugar, and I even put like chili flakes in it, because I was like, this tastes terrible. And I basically immediately regretted making spaghetti sauce from just tomato puree, because I know you can make a bolognese sauce on tomato puree, but it's something that you're meant to like simmer over like 8 hours or something, isn't it? And you're meant to have a load of spices and that stuff. But I don't have the spices, so I just basically had pure crushed tomatoes, which is fine. It's just not like the best. It's not really the best sort of tasting spaghetti sauce. So halfway through my bowl of spaghetti, I was just like, I can't eat this. So now it's all sitting in the fridge, and hopefully if I feel better, I would still stomach it, I suppose, in future days. Probably I'll just put like a load of cheese and chili flakes in it to give it a bit of a kick. I have just thought about the fact that I've set this episode to be published at midnight, and it's just about to turn midnight, so let's just change that to 1 a.m. So yeah, I just couldn't finish it. I was eating it and just being like, I can't eat this right now. Because it's the weirdest thing that I found is every time I get ill, my sense of taste, for whatever reason, gets so much better. Like, it was, what first thing I noticed from COVID is that when I got ill, you know, COVID's kind of known for making you lose your taste and sense of smell. But I found my sense of taste got way better for whatever reason. Like, I could actually taste things properly now. I mean, I have this... Right now, I'm drinking, like, this water, and I feel like I can taste the minerals in it. It's so weird. Oh, there we go. A new day rolled around. It's so strange. And I was just, like, eating the spaghetti. And just being like, wow, this... Why do I taste this so well compared to usual? Like, normally my taste buds are, like, so dead. But for whatever reason, when I'm ill, my brain is... I don't even know how it works, but I'm just like... Wow, my brain just fires up, being like, yeah, this is it. This is like the moment you need, you know, to be able to taste things properly. And it's like, why, brain? Why? You know, you couldn't just let me have my dull taste while I'm ill or whatever, so I can just eat anything. But I think that's definitely one of the worst parts about food poisoning, is the fact that it's very difficult to stomach a lot of foods. But luckily, bread is quite unassuming. It doesn't really do much to upset your stomach. It's just kind of like bread, and it's got, I suppose, not yeast. I mean, it does have yeast, but a lot of fiber in it, which is good, probably good for the digestive system. I think it's the worst part is when you're like supremely hungry because you're ill or whatever, and you just burnt so many calories just trying to fight off some illness, but then you can't eat anything because the illness you have is like a stomach bug or something. It's definitely like, it's a deadly combo, I would say. Not actually deadly, because I'm not going to die from it. Well, hopefully I don't die from it. If I do die from it, I hope these are not my final words, but it's sort of like, oh, come on. It just feels terrible. I don't know, I'm just tired. I will say, I feel like I've had quite an uptick on subscribers recently. I'm actually like getting notifications of people subscribing. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? I'm sorry I haven't responded to your comments if you left a comment. I was meant to do it last weekend, but then I think I just forgot, to be perfectly honest. And now it's just like, wow, I haven't replied for ages. Yeah. I didn't really have a rest of it about conversation, I'm gonna be honest. I'm just tired. I want to get to sleep, but I also need to have a bath or a shower because like I'm smelly. I've yeah, maybe it's TMI once again. I was like super sweaty. It was like this morning because obviously I was like cold. I was like, oh, I probably got like a fever or something. I should still probably keep like put more layers on that sort of thing because I don't want to like be supremely cold or anything. I woke up, I was so sweaty. It was unbelievable, and I stayed that sweaty for like an hour or something. So yeah, I mean again, that's probably like TMI, but it's just kind of how it is. That's just life, you know. Illnesses are a part of life, and recovery from them makes you appreciate the time you're not ill even more. I don't even have a headache or anything anymore. I'm just sort of just like, oh, my head's in my hands. I'm just like, I can't be bothered. It's the worst part of being ill when you're alone is no one can actually take care of you. You very much take that for granted when you're a child, that your parents can look after you and be like, oh, you know, you don't have to think about anything or whatever, you know, you can just sleep in bed or whatever. Or if you have like a partner or something who can look after you. Here I am, sadly all alone, having to fend for myself. And it might sound like I'm saying this out of like, please pity me or anything. I don't intend to or anything like that. I'm just sort of like, oh. It's times like these I wish I had my cloning power, you know, I could clone myself. And hopefully I could clone myself when one of me is not ill. Alas. Instead I'm just gonna like, I don't know, sit here and sleep. It was quite a shock, I suppose, when I slept at like 6 and just like immediately woke up, and not immediately woke up, I woke up and it was like 10 and I was like, what happens all the time? Makes me wonder if I'm actually going to be able to go to sleep tonight or whatever. Yeah, Tunic. I didn't finish this one like that. I think because I could probably rush this out in about an hour or something. Because luckily Tunic's not the most like intensive graphically or whatever. So it's probably something where I'm like, yeah, I'm just trying to think how to simplify the background in my head so it won't take that long. It's going to be fast and loose, you know. It's going to be definitely one of my most rushed thumbnail arts. I wonder what my most rushed thumbnail art is, to be honest. Should I look at my thumbnail arts? Think about the one which I spent the least time on. I just basically completed it for the sake of completing it. Kukiyomi was definitely up there, but... I mean, yeah, sometimes I like them, sometimes I don't. This one's certainly a miss. I remember Ori was quite a rushed one. It was one I finished literally like an hour before it was meant to be uploaded. I don't know. I'm actually looking at a lot of my previous thumbnail arts. I'm like, these are pretty cool. Like Chicory one is pretty cool. I think Little Nightmares 2 was quite a rushed one, if I recall. But it looks fine in the end. Kukiyomi especially. I think, yeah, Kukiyomi. Oh, I'm so tired. Oh, I just want to sleep. There's stuff to do though. Don't pity me, you know. This is just life. Life is full of trials and tribulations, and honestly, it's more surprising I haven't been ill more often throughout these series. Because the fact I do it every single day, you would have thought you're gonna see all my highs and all my lows, right? Actually, now I think about it, I did record episodes while I had COVID, but I didn't feel like I felt that bad when I had COVID. I just had like the worst throat in my life. Now I'm just like so fatigued. It's like a difference, I'll be honest. But through whatever weather, you know, Dear Darling always delivers on Animal Crossing episodes, you know. I'll never not do them. Even if it's probably inadvisable, to be honest. Even if a normal person would be like, you know, I'm ill, I'm going to, you know, take the day off. But here I am doing it anyway because I have a sense of obligation and duty to uphold. What is life coming to if I can't record a simple, at least 10-minute video every single day? Plus it's fun. Anyway, I'm going to round this episode off here. Hopefully I'll feel better tomorrow, and if I don't, then, you know, that's just life. So if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, greatly appreciated. Twitter, Discord down below. Hope to see you again. Now it's our farewell. So until next time, bye-bye for now.